around 3:30, just after I got home from work. Electric bills and grocery flyers mixed with a handwritten envelope. I recognized the way you wrote my name before I saw the return address. The J leaned slightly to the left, the way it always seemed to do. The paper felt warm from the mailbox, still carrying the afternoon sun. I stood there reading the first few lines before I even reached the house. Her letter came today, folded neatly into thirds, blue ink running across the page, and handwriting I'd know anywhere. The kitchen table by the window, the sunlight on the wood grain, and me reading every sentence a little slower than I needed to. You wrote about a movie you'd seen, a waitress who knew your order now, the rain that ruined a weekend picnic, and a song you heard on the radio. Nothing dramatic in the letter, no grand announcements or surprises, just small pieces of ordinary days, crossing miles to get here. I laughed at something in the margin, a note squeezed beside the page number, the kind of detail a telephone call would never have remembered. Her letter came today, the envelope beside my coffee cup, the paper resting on the table long after I'd finished reading. Outside, a lawnmower started up somewhere down the block, the afternoon continuing normally, while I turned back to page 1. I noticed things the second time through, the way you crossed out one sentence, then changed your mind and wrote it anyway. The little arrow pointing to the margin, the extra space before see you soon. Her letter came today and stayed beside my dinner plate, the daylight slowly leaving the room, shadows cross the floor. I read it once more before bed, then folded it carefully again and placed it in the top drawer with the others from before. The enveloped by the lamp, the quiet house at evening, and your handwriting waiting there whenever I wanted to read it again. Midnight had already come and gone by the time I started the car. Your porch light stayed on behind me for half the block in the mirror. The streets were mostly empty now, storefronts dark along the avenue. A traffic signal changed to green with nobody waiting at the crossroad. I drove with one hand on the wheel, the other resting by the radio, not looking for any station in particular, just letting songs come and go. The drive home after midnight, taking longer than it should, turning down streets I didn't need, just to stay out a little more. Street lights sliding across the windshield, one after another in a line. The kind of night that feels too good to arrive home too quickly. The movie tickets were still in my pocket, along with the receipt from dinner. Your handwriting on a napkin, folded carefully in the glove box. A late bus crossed the intersection with only a few people aboard. The driver looked as tired as the city, the passengers looked half asleep. I passed the lake near downtown, the water dark beyond the railing. A few reflections from apartment windows floating quietly on the surface. The drive home after midnight, warm air moving through the window, a familiar song on the radio, sounding better than it usually did. The roads opening up ahead without asking where I was going, and every mile feeling borrowed from tomorrow morning. Nothing extraordinary happened, no fireworks, no perfect last words, just a good evening and the feeling that I'd like another one. The drive home after midnight, the city almost completely still, porch lights glowing here and there along sleeping neighborhoods. I finally turned toward home when there wasn't much road left to take, the radio fading into static near the end of the dial. The engine ticking in the driveway, the stars above the rooftops, and sitting there for one more minute before going inside.
I caught the bus across town, still carrying half my textbooks, just to avoid going home. You were waiting by the fountain, near the record store entrance, holding a shopping bag with nothing in it, like you'd only come to meet me. The mall was busy, as always, parents, kids, and weekend crowds. Arcade sounds spilled into the hallway from somewhere around the corner. getting bored. We walked through every department store without planning to buy a thing. You tried on sunglasses and laughed at the reflection in the mirror. At the arcade I lost 3 games and blamed the controls each time. You didn't seem convinced, but let me complain anyway. Later we shared a soda because neither of us had much money. The ice melted before we finished it while we watched people pass below. Meet me at the food court, the smell of pretzels in the air, a crowd around the video store waiting for new releases, the fountain throwing coins and wishes into the afternoon light, and both of us staying longer than we told our parents we would. You borrowed my jacket for a while, even though it wasn't cold, then forgot to give it back. I didn't remind you. Meet me at the food court, the mall beginning to quiet down, store employees pulling gates halfway closed as evening came through the skylights. The bus stop waiting outside the arcade still glowing behind us, and one more lap around the mall before it was finally time to leave. The fountain by the entrance, the sounds of distant pinball machines, and your hand brushing mine once while reaching for the last French fry. The clock above the refrigerator moved slower after 8:30. I finished homework twice that night without reading half the page. My parents watched television down the hall in the living room. The laugh track echoed every minute while I stared at the kitchen phone. I knew her number by memory, didn't need the paper anymore. Still I checked it one more time just to make sure. Calling after 9 p.m., waiting for the ringing to stop, hoping she answers first before her father gets there. The phone cord stretched across the wall, the kitchen light stayed on, and everything that mattered tonight fit inside that little receiver. I practiced saying, "How was your day?" 3 different ways before I called. Each version sounded strange somehow, so I started over again. Outside, a car drove past slowly, its headlights crossing the window blinds, the neighborhood settling into evening. One porch light at a time, I let the phone ring twice, then 3 times, then 4, long enough to start regretting it. Then I heard her voice calling after 9 p.m., trying not to sound too happy, talking about classes and music and people we both knew. The television in her house somewhere fade in the background, like 2 different evenings meeting through a telephone line. Neither of us said anything important. important. Not really. Just stories about teachers, a movie she wanted to see, the weather getting warmer, and somehow an hour disappeared. Calling after 9 p.m., the kitchen growing quieter. My parents already heading to bed, the house dim except for one lamp. Her voice laughing at something small, the kind of thing I'd forget to write down, but somehow still remember now. The receiver warm in my hand, the cord stretched across the floor, not wanting to hang up first, even when there was nothing left to say. The restaurant closed an hour ago, its sign growing smaller in the mirror. I still had your jacket on the seat beside me, folded where you left it. The traffic lights changed without hurry along the boulevard toward home. Windows open just enough for the warm air to move through. A gas station glowed at the corner, two attendants talking near the pumps, and somewhere beyond the shopping center, a freight train crossed the tracks. The last song on the radio, filling up the quiet car. Dashboard lights and summer streets stretching underneath the stars. I don't remember what the DJ said or which station it was on, only that the music seemed to fit the way the evening felt. A movie theater emptied out, people carrying paper cups, headlights rolled across storefront windows, already dark for the night. I stopped at a red light downtown beside a bus with only 3 passengers. Someone leaned against the glass, watching the city slide by. Your number was written on a receipt, tucked inside my purse somewhere. I checked twice to make sure it stayed there, though I knew it wouldn't disappear. The last song on the radio, playing through the little speakers, as neighborhoods grew quieter, one block at a time. Porch lights glowing near driveways, televisions behind curtains, and the feeling that the night still had a little farther to go. Nothing important happened, no dramatic goodbye. Just standing beside my car, talking longer than necessary, because neither of us seemed ready to be the first one to leave. The last song on the radio started fading near my street, the announcer's voice returning softly between the final notes. I pulled into the driveway slowly, the engine ticking in the dark, and sat there reaching for the keys. The dashboard lights going dark, the summer air through the window, and a song I can still hear sometimes when a warm night feels familiar. The grocery store had already closed. Employees leaving through the side door. Someone locked up the video rental shop across the parking lot from me. The payphone stood beside the pharmacy, under a fading yellow sign, its metal shelf still warm from sunlight that hadn't quite disappeared. I bought a lemon soda from a machine just to have something in my hands, and watch the evening move slowly across the rows of parked cars, waiting by the payphone as the sky turned gold then blue. Every ring from somewhere nearby made me look up too soon. Cars pulling out of parking spaces, headlights beginning to appear, the whole world continuing normally while I listened for one call. Loaded groceries into her trunk. A boy rode past on a bicycle. The flower shop switched off its lights, one window at a time. I checked my watch more than I needed, though only minutes had gone by. The warm air carried radio music from a car stopped at the light. Then the payphone rang once suddenly, sharp against the evening sounds. I stood up almost too quickly, but it wasn't for me. Waiting by the payphone, watching shadows cross the pavement, listening to conversations fade as people headed home. The sunset reflected in the glass of the closed department store, and somewhere beyond the parking lot, a train crossed through the city. You said you'd call after work, nothing more than that. No promises, no certainty, just a time and a place, and somehow that felt enough. Waiting by the payphone, the first stars above the rooftops, the pharmacy signs still glowing over the nearly empty lot. Then the phone began to ring again, and this time I knew somehow, before I even reached the receiver. The warm evening air, the sound of traffic in the distance, and a smile nobody else noticed beside the payphone at sunset. The house was quiet after a
11, my parents already asleep upstairs. The kitchen light was the only one on, by the phone beside the wall. I sat on the bottom step, stretching the cord into the hallway, talking about things I can't remember, for reasons I still can. My lamp stayed on beside the bed, a paperback opened face down. The clock kept changing numbers without either of us noticing. I traced circles on the notepad near the telephone table, listening to your voice between pauses and the hum of the line. Before we hung up, there was always one more story, one more question, one more thing to say. The night growing later around us, bedroom lamps glowing softly, neither of us in a hurry to reach the end of the conversation. You told me about a cashier who gave you the wrong change today. I laughed harder than I should have at something that wasn't that funny. A train crossed town somewhere outside, its whistle faint through the window, and disappeared into the darkness while you kept talking. I could hear your television still playing in another room, and somebody closing cupboards somewhere inside your house. The neighborhood outside my window had already gone to sleep, except for one apartment balcony still lit across the street. Before we hung up, the conversation wandered everywhere. Movies, weather, classes, music, nothing and everything at once. The kind of talk that fills an evening without needing a reason. The kind that makes the minutes slip quietly away. Well, yeah, I should probably go. Me too. A few seconds passed, then another 10 minutes. Before we hung up, the clocks had moved past midnight. The lamps were the only lights left in either house. Tomorrow waiting on the other side of sleep, and morning routines close enough not to worry about. Good night. Good night. You hang up first. No, you. A little laughter, the soft click of the line, and the feeling we'd talk again tomorrow.
Saturday afternoon again, sunlight through the front display, new releases in the window, bright stickers on the plastic cases. The bell above the door rang twice as I stepped inside the store. Cool air and familiar music floating from the ceiling speakers. Rows of cassettes line the walls, rock and pop in colored sections. Posters taped above the record bins, corners curling from the heat. Saturday at the record store, flipping through albums one by one, trying to look like I had a reason for staying longer than I needed to. The music without meaning to. The owner sat behind the counter, reading magazines between customers. He always wore the same suspenders and knew where everything belonged. A girl from my economics class bought concert tickets near the register. Two boys argued over bands neither one had actually seen. I picked up records I already owned just to have something in my hands, and wandered past the listening station for maybe the fourth time that day. Saturday at the record store, a new single playing through the speakers. The smell of cardboard sleeves and paper mixed with summer air from outside. The posters near the cassette racks, the handwritten sales signs on the wall. The whole place buzzing quietly, like it knew everybody's secrets. Around 3:30, the bell above the door rang again, and there you were, looking through the import section like you came every Saturday too. Maybe you did. Talking about music first, because it seemed easier that way. The afternoon moving slowly beyond the front windows of the shop, and the feeling that something good might happen before closing time. The bell above the doorway, the record stacked in rows, one more lap around the store before heading home.